And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym into Crypto episode 727. Today is Monday, May 24th, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish in today's top stories. A lot of good ones, actually. Authorities are looking to close the gap on unhosted wallets. Crypto crash sees centralized stablecoins retain pegs while algorithmic tokens suffer. I don't know why they made that article say that. Crypto stocks saw volatility issue, Goldman Sachs analysts say. Coinbase poaches Goldman exec to serve as chief policy officer. And Vitalik is in the news. Why Elon Musk plan for scaling crypto 10 times is fundamentally flawed. But first and foremost, what's going on with these prices?
Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices for today, Bitcoin is at $37,747, up 13% overnight. Ethereum at $2,404, up 23.8% overnight. Binance Coin coming in at $311 is up 30.9% in 24 hours, people. Cardano at $149, up 26.9%. Dogecoin coming to life at 33 cents, up 12%. XRP at 86 cents is up 19.7%. Polkadot at $20 is $20.31 is up 18.4%. And Internet Computers somehow rounding out the top 10 at $149 is up 16.2%. So you see actually now USD slid into the top 10. They actually just printed, I believe, $5 billion more this morning. And then Tether, of course, still sticking in their spot simply because most coins were in the red. And in order for people to buy the dip, most people were using stable coins. So that's what we're seeing. And if you did not buy the dip, I actually had somebody on Instagram try to convince people not to buy the dip because Bitcoin's too volatile, which is hilarious. Don't listen to any of that. If you bought the dip, you're already up today. And I believe you would have made a great choice for the future simply because we are not done yet. So altcoin season just getting started.
I sincerely hope the price slides another 10 G's and stay like that for another week and a half, 2 weeks.
I would still have like 4 months. Let's just go sideways for 4 months, let alts do their thing, and then let Bitcoin take all that liquidity onto the fourth quarter.
Exactly. We talked about that yesterday on Talk Shop Live as well. And it's crazy. We'll talk about this. Some of the stories are coming out today. We actually talked about those on Talk Shop Live for those who joined. Thank you for that. Some quick shout outs. What's going on? Miriam, Leroy, Addie, Penteezy, Chelsea, Ron, Lyle, Blues, Phil G, PFC Wheels Up, Trek, JBSC, DC, Patrick, Carlton, Chemo and Crypto, hey, Honcho, Margaret, AB, Ryan Jeffrey, Captain Mexico, Milto. Welcome all to the show. Thank you for joining this week. And shout out to everyone who has subscribed. We got 12,000 subscribers now. It's official. Actually,
let's get it.
12,000 subscribers and 31. It was actually 30,000 yesterday. Today, it was 31,000 and some change downloads so far on the podcast this month. With that being said, folks, I'm about to put a link in the description box. What we need you all to do is to fill out this survey. We'll also post it later, but this survey basically allows our podcast advertisers to know what type of people listen to our podcast so we can start advertising on the podcast. And once we start advertising on the podcast, we'll be able to get all types of cool things paid for, like what is it when the guys come in and fix up the audio? We'll be able to get that audio mixed and fixed. That way we always sound good on all our podcasts. You guys don't have to give us a hard time about our connection or our sound. That is what the advertisers will be for. So again, it's a quick survey. I looked at it. It literally takes like 2 minutes to fill out. They're just literally asking about demographics to see who listens to our show, who watches our show, because now this is going toward, I guess, the big guys. We're in the big leagues now, Zay. We get real advertisements.
I was gonna say it took us 4 years to get to 10,000. It took us 1 month to get 2,000 more. That's how you know algorithm starts popping as soon as it starts going. But shout out to our warriors. Yeah, please fill out the survey so we can get it going on our lips in as well.
There we go. Thank you. Audio engineer. Thank you, Madam Crypto. That is the word I was looking for. We've actually had some audio engineers reach out to us. Thank you for those who have reached out. But yeah, little too high for my taste. They like, yeah, we can do every show is this much. I'm like, we do 5 shows a week, right? Like, bro, how much is that a month? Like, we are not there yet. We are, at least I don't want to be there yet as far as paying that. All right, but yeah, seriously, you get this, you fill out the survey, we get the advertisers going. with that money, because every real business person knows you don't use your own money for it. So with that money, we will send that to an audio engineer and we will keep the podcast rolling. Just to let you know. Peep the game. Thank you for the tip. Peace, family. I've been rocking with you guys since September of 2017. Woo, super early. Super happy to see the success you guys are seeing. Consistency is key. Peep the game. Thank you. Yeah, I think we got this thing started in like June or July of 2017. So I don't know. Hey, I guess, look, somebody said we're going viral. Hey, as much as I don't want to, because I'm a big supporter of his, I think we need to talk some smack about Kwame Brown today so he can send us into the stratosphere.
I know, right? Let's just talk about Kwame Brown and Camille Samuels for 30 minutes, and then we hit the algo for real. We'll get 100K next month.
Throw Bitcoin in every 5 minutes, and then we get the algorithm popping, right?
Becky with the good hair, you need to buy Bitcoin.
Oh, you did not just do that. Oh, algorithm's popping. It's official. You did not just do that. I just saw my man's. I just saw him a few weeks ago at Petite. Man, don't do him like that.
I like them all. I like Matt Barnes. I like Jack. I like Kwame Brown. They got their own issues. It's just funny to me. Hey, you can be cool, but you can still get these jokes. Hey, that ain't gonna stop nothing.
Last but not least on that topic, I will say the power of that man. I mean, and hey, I say this in a good way. I'm glad to see it actually happen so this thing can get squashed. But Charlemagne came out today and apologized. Like, didn't think I'd be seeing that. You didn't see it? Oh, he called himself the donkey of the day. So it's out there. It's crazy. All right, on to crypto talk. We talking about other stuff now. Jake Fever, thank you for the tip. Anybody talking bad about Bitcoin this week, getting Kwame Brown energy from me. That's what's up, brothers. For real. Alfonso Clark said, congrats, thank you for the tip. And Captain Mesco, thank you for the tip. Yeah, and with that, for Fuck Bitcoin Fridays, we need to actually press it. I saw some people on Twitter saying everybody being nice. They are right. For this week's Friday, make sure we get the word out to all environmentalists. If you're an environmentalist, you hate what Bitcoin's doing, then come on down to Gym in the Crypto. Real quick story, Bitcoin's Day over the weekend. I met somebody from San Francisco, and I talked about this on Talk Shop Live. I keep saying, who are these people who make all these comments about regulation and environment? I finally found one of the people who make the comments. It was mind-blowing. I almost ruined the whole night because I had to go in real quick. A coder, a woman coder from San Francisco. She's like, she's mixed. I'm not sure what she is. Brown-skinned woman, but from San Fran, coder. Of course, I asked her, are you in the blockchain? Like, doing anything on the blockchain technology? Doing anything in this? She was like, no, why not? Like, this is the future. Oh, because it's bad for the environment. That is what she told me. I kid you not. Almost blew my mind.
People, man.
I couldn't give her a pass, Zay. Friday night, I'm about to mess up the night for everybody. You know I don't care. Listen, I couldn't give her a pass. I just went into, I'm like, hey, you know, it's been proven wrong. Then I had to go to the Flint. I was like, Flint don't even have clean water, and you tell me about the environment. She was like, I want to help Flint too, though. I think that's important. I was like, no, pick your war. I was like, pick your war. You can't help everybody. But then the last thing that I really left her with, I was like, yo, you are a coder. You're a developer. You're a software engineer. If anybody needs to be in this space, it's you to make these platforms more efficient and to fix it. And like literally, she just looked at me with a blank face and she was like, I'll be honest. I think I'm just a little lazy to want to learn all that. I was like, well, thank you. Save that. It has nothing to do with blockchain technology. It has nothing to do with cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. It has to do with people feeling like they're too late to the party. So instead of just joining the party late and seeing what's going on, instead they say, no, there's something wrong with y'all party. It's energy costs. It's crazy. I got the music playing all night. Bitcoin touching people when we were kids. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. All I'm saying is it made no sense to me.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm glad you did. You should have asked her if she got a car. And just be like, everybody talk about environment, all these cars in San Francisco. I don't want to hear it. Shut up.
Man, it was crazy, but I at least gave her props. I was like, hey, at least you finished the conversation being real. Like, I'm just not trying to learn all that. And instead of blaming on the environment, because I literally just debunked every environmental concern she had. I was like, come on. And that the same thing, L asterisk too. I said the same thing. I'm like, look, it's so many different things. Like there's so many wars you're fighting. You know, you got the woman in STEM war. You got the minority war. You got the environment war. Now you're trying to help Flint with their water. It's like, no, you can't fight all those wars on all these different platforms, people.
And on top of that, when people tell me that, I always look at them kind of like, you full of shit, because nobody can care about that much stuff. You know what you care about? You care about eating. You care about a place to sleep. You care about your family. Things that you actively do to keep in your life, you care about. All this other stuff is fluff. The media literally tells you all that stuff to keep you, to push you to the point where you're like, I got to do something about this and I got to help with that. You try and help everybody, end up helping nobody. So yeah, that was a full of shit argument. I hate when people say that. And the environment.
I wish I would have had you there though, because you're right. I should have asked her what she's driving.
Yeah, I'm dunking on everybody who brings up environment because that is probably the most fabricated story ever. And as a matter of fact, let's do this. Anybody who's watching, go to this website I found over the weekend. It is a great website for you to view. It is called inthefud.com. And let me see if I can find it here so I can bring it up. But yeah, it's called inthefud.org. Sorry, inthefud.org. It's literally every environmental story, every story about Bitcoin dying, all of this literally is on the page. Let me pull it up here because anytime people start bringing up food, I can talk to them blue in the face. I'm just gonna start sending links. How much energy does Bitcoin actually consume? Bitcoin's energy consumption, energy waste fallacy, all of this is there. Use more energy than Visa, dirty renewable energy, Bitcoin versus gold mining, all the bullshit they're trying to throw at your way. Go to endofud.org, great website, and go ahead and dunk on a few environmentalists because they are all full of shit.
There it is. Boom. Where were all the environmentalists when George Bush Jr. didn't allow for electric vehicles because him and his daddy owned oil down in Texas? Didn't hear that shit then. That's all I'm saying. Hey, yeah, hey, didn't hear that. Tessa said, wait, what? She said it was bad for the environment. I know you lit her up, King. Listen, for those who don't know me, I am the master at ending a party because I give zeros, F's, and I know I have this abundance mentality. So yeah, I was a guy that night where the rest of my friends looking at me like, please don't do it, dog. Hey, we almost home. I was like, nope, not on my watch, kids. I don't care who got what lined up when it comes to these type of topics. I gotta push the button, and I had to. Rashad Anderson, welcome to the show. Rashad said I was listening on the podcast, had to come check you fellas out live. Thanks for joining us live, and welcome to the show. Rashu said she said her BMW just invited her to their electric car test. Exactly. All right. Lawrence Payton said, anybody bring that energy, talk to me. I'm roasting them. Exactly. Nonstop. All right. We ain't even got started with the show yet, people. But make sure you fill out that demographic survey. And top story of the day. This is a crazy article. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, but it's real. It's happening. Authorities are looking to close the gap on unhosted wallets. If you're anything like myself and Bitcoin Zay this morning, we said unhosted wallets. What is that? We never heard this buzzword before. Don't even know what it is. It turns out unhosted wallets have started to attract increasing attention from regulators, with FinCEN and the FATF seeking to control. Of course, always trying to control. Just so we don't have to go through the entire article, essentially what an unhosted wallet is what a regular Bitcoin and cryptocurrency wallet is that you should have. It is one that is not connected to the internet, one that is not being ran by a centralized platform like Coinbase or crypto.com or any of these other crypto companies that have commercials now. As you can see here, it says a centralized crypto exchange can be a hosted wallet provider with which an individual sets up an account in the wallet. So just like a bank account, they want you to have your crypto wallets only on centralized crypto exchanges, which we already know is the worst ideal because they would either exit scam or actually get hacked once all the money's in one place. It is something that is the antithesis of being anti-crypto. It makes no sense. No one wants to do it. So again, this is what the government is actually pushing out right here. You can see here, unhosted wallets have now started to attract increasing attention and scrutiny from authorities. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, the United States Authority with the mandate to protect the financial system from illicit use, money laundering, and financial or terrorism financing, and to promote national security, expressed the view that transactions using unhosted wallets increase AML CTF risk. The concerns also relate to wallets hosted by a foreign financial institution not subject to effective AML regulation or otherwise covered wallets. And of course, they're talking about wallets coming from countries like North Korea. And again, the FATF also came on talking about AML, KYC. But what makes this weird is that, again, so what about the wallet in my pocket? What if I got a bunch of cash in there? Like, am I supposed to be like to report the cash? How does this work? Yeah, I got to report my personal wallet. This is crazy to see. What's going on with this?
Man, I can't even begin to explain the control that's trying to be taken by these centralized authorities. In my opinion, they're literally telling you, we don't want you to have freedom of money. We have to control it. We have to have a hand in it. And unhosted wallets, even as a term, shouldn't even be a thing. It is hosted by me. And if a centralized entity has it, that is an attack vector. So they are literally trying to make you put your money into a honeypot or into a centralized place so they can track it. They also want to try and get you to report the transaction exceeds 10,000 or multiple transactions within a 24-hour period, the bank or MSB will have to file a report with FinCEN and include certain information. If it exceeds 3,000, banks and MSBs would be required to keep records of transaction and counterparty, including verifying the identity of their customer. I mean, this is very egregious to the point where they're trying to make it so that people who do want sovereignty is going to be even harder. And this is what we mean by when we say, we're not going to take it. You got to push back.
I was just thinking that in the back of my head while you're talking.
Push back at some point because they get too egregious at this point. I'm sorry. But yeah, the FATF, all of these, central authorities, they just want to control people. Don't let them have it. Get more wallets today. Buy another hardware wallet. And download another paper wallet. I mean, I got hundreds, but just download more. Like, okay, the more people have wallets, the more decentralized it is. And in my opinion, this is something that we have to fight back. We have to push back against this because it's coming out every week at this point.
Listen, as soon as you were saying what you were saying in my head, I just had we're not going to take it. I will say we have to actually clip out that from now on because of my poor audio engineering skills. I knew it was going to happen. I think we even called it during the show, but since it took me so long to find the song, I ended up running it too long, and we almost got that strike. Boy, they sent us that copyright quick at the show. But what's even funnier about the copyright thing that they got on it, the main countries that came after it, it was the ones the US be having issues. North Korea, Iran, everywhere they shouldn't be playing the song. We're not going to take it. That shit was banned. Like they not playing that. So hey, as much as we rag on our parent country, the US, we got to give the US a hand clap because they ain't send us one. But all these other countries did. All the other countries that don't like that song at all was like, oh, you are not playing that in our country. So yeah, shout out to the US. Milto, great point. Milto said, and this is the point I tried to make to the girl too, make $1 million in crypto, then maybe you can actually help world issues. Boom. Like that's that what is it called? Cognitive dissonance, people, is when, this is wrong, that's wrong. It's like, well, what are you really doing to solve the issue? Not to help, not to support, not to to actually fix the issue once and for all.
Exactly. I don't see you down at the waste management plant volunteering your time to pick up trash out the ocean, man. Like, there's people that do that and they're real environmentalists. Shout out to them. But the other ones, other 95%, shut up.
Yeah, get your dub and go to the ocean, clean some ducks. All right.
Exactly. Adopt a parakeet.
Did anybody from BP go to prison for that oil spill? I don't remember that. I don't think so.
Man, that exited the news real quick, didn't it?
Crazy. PFC Will said, if you're paying taxes, I don't want to hear nothing about the environment. You pay the government to legalize how much poison you get every day and screw the environment. Exactly. Somebody, Carlton, said, where were the environmentalists when Elon was selling flamethrowers? That's too funny. Yeah, so this is crazy. Government wants to ban private wallets, people. They want you to only have wallets on exchanges like Coinbase. That's where we're going. All right, crypto crash sees centralized stablecoins retain pegs while algorithmic tokens suffer. He was with us in spirit, but Bitcoin Day yesterday for the Talk Shop live show. We always do our top coins of the week, what's going on in the market as far as the altcoins. And he sent the message, was like, bro, like stable coins are running the show for the past week. I didn't actually believe it. I looked at the 7-day chart and like 4 or 5 of the top 10 coins of the last 7-day chart were stable coins. So what's going on with stable coins right now as they retain their value?
Oh, yeah. So the bloody crypto market has seen the number of stable coins and exchanges tag new all-time highs. But again, the algorithmic tokens have retained their value. If you looked at CoinMarketCap yesterday, you would see that a lot of the coins, every coin was down in red, except for the top 4 was DAI, USDC, Tether, and I believe another stable coin, Paxos or something like that. So again, when people were selling, they're not even selling back into fiat anymore. They're selling into stable coins. And
we're almost there. We're almost there.
Like, I mean, if it's part of the ecosystem, it's not a bank. So at least we get away from that. But Maker DAI, it held its peg through the majority of the bearish price, oscillating between 99 cents and $1.01, which is, where it should be. And then again, some of the other algorithmic stable coins that don't necessarily keep their peg, they dip. Like Terra USD dipped to 92 cents because Thorchain described this downturn as a stress test. Terra's being stress tested, UST mint burn creates price reflexivity. And again, these stable coins again are what we say is the step up for banks. If you can keep your money in stable coins, maybe earn 8.6% on BlockFi or earn a percentage somewhere else, and then you can buy crypto from there. You never actually have to use a bank. That's what we're trying to get people to understand. There is no reason to use a bank at this point if you don't want to. So yeah, shout out to the stable coins doing their thing and keeping their value during a bear market. It bodes well for them in the future.
And one thing I want to say, you made a great point, and someone asked this question yesterday, so I just want to piggyback on that. As you can see, how you can earn money on your Bitcoin and stuff, like on BlockFi or even on stable coins. Someone yesterday asked a good question. I want to make sure I say this to our audience today. You know, someone said, should I keep, if I have one Bitcoin, should I keep that on BlockFi and earn the 2.2% APY? And my response to them was, if you only have one Bitcoin, it is not worth the risk of losing that one Bitcoin on a platform for 2.2%. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely not high enough for me. They lowered it from where it was before.
That's what they said as well, yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9% was where it was with most other coins and stable coins before. Those percentages, yes, but 2%, not worth it for me. But for some people, it might if they have a large amount. 2% of $1 million is still pretty good.
With your only Bitcoin, if you only have one, would you keep it on the platform?
No, absolutely not. That's not enough for me to see any real return. I would just hold Bitcoin and keep it for myself. I'll get a wallet that the FATF or MSB doesn't like. Download another wallet. Put it on there.
A disapproved wallet. Crypto Vixen, thank you for the tip. Said keep up the great work, fellas. Thank you, Crypto Vixen. Yeah, it's crazy. Les Square, survey done. Thank you for the tip, Les. Very simple. Let's get her done. Les Square, thank you for filling out that survey already. It took that quick. And look, I remember some of our warriors already. Les is New Jersey in the house. He don't even have to tell me. I know Les is repping New Jersey already, so that's what's up. Cryptonomics said private wallet. I don't have a private wallet, LOL. That's a private wallet. People, I got to be honest, I've been lying to y'all. I don't even trade crypto. I'm not into it. I just like to talk about it. Entertainment purposes. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, we just tell the news.
Yeah, what's wrong? All right. Crypto stocks saw volatility issue, Goldman Sachs analysts say. People, this is hilarious. Coinbase stock is the best way for investors to gain exposure to the crypto industry and avoid volatility, according to Goldman Sachs analysts. Like, so many things are going on with this article, and this is why we cover these stories, because if you didn't know any better, you would read this article and be like, oh, we got to buy Coinbase. Like, the market is down. The market is crazy. First of all, realize when this article is being released. They didn't say this a week or two ago when we were reporting Coinbase is at its low now because it was severely overvalued, as we said many times on this channel throughout the years. We said it was overvalued. They didn't want to put this article out then when Coinbase went from $400 and something down to $100 and something on the traditional stock market. That doesn't happen. They didn't say crypto stock saw volatility issues that day when Bitcoin was still in the $50-something thousand range, right? So first of all, the timing, and then secondly, the narrative. Goldman, I thought y'all was on the fence. You're not for it against Bitcoin. You watching the show. Why are you talking about it? Pick a side and stay with it. So that's my second thing, is the narrative. And then the third thing is just what I mentioned. The price is not less volatile. Specifically speaking about Coinbase stock, since they mentioned it, as I just said, it was severely overvalued. So right now, if you were to actually to mitigate volatility risk, if you were to put your money into the Coinbase stock versus actual Bitcoin or some of these other altcoins, I think you'll find yourself being a big loser in the next 3 to 6 months, because I see Bitcoin outpacing the price of that stock, the percentage swings of that stock, as well as I do a ton of other altcoins.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And one of the most egregious things about this entire statement, this has to be one of the dumbest quotes I've ever seen in my life. I don't know who's paying these people, but Jesus Christ. Let me bring it up here. It says, oh, you already got it up. It says, according to the report, shares of crypto companies like Coinbase should be regarded as a hedge against the volatility of Bitcoin. Are you fucking kidding me? That is the worst. That's one of the dumbest statements I've ever read in Bitcoin history. You're using a stock from a company to hedge against the hardest money ever created? No. It's the other way. I'm sorry. You want it to be one way, but it's the other way. In the words of my man Marlo from The Wire.
Bro, I caught it as soon as you said it. You got me excited.
It's the other way. You want it to be one way, but it's the other way. I'm sorry. Coinbase is not a hedge against shit. If anything, it's down 29% since its high of a couple months ago. So again, Bitcoin is not down 29%. And if you talk about a hedge, something that's down 29% versus something that's up 70%. Stupid. That doesn't make any sense. And again, they're trying to reduce quote unquote volatility by having people buy a derivative of a derivative. How many times have we said that, King? They're gonna have you buy ETF, or they're gonna tell you to get into some investment traded fund, or buy a stock that's related to Bitcoin. No, buy the asset itself. The shares of Coinbase have no value compared to Bitcoin. In fact, Coinbase as a company doesn't even hold that much Bitcoin. So again, you're betting on the fact that people are going to use Coinbase. I believe Coinbase's user base is going to drop dramatically once people start to use PayPal, Venmo, and people start to realize.
Good point. Wow, they might not reach that 100 billion valuation for some time, if ever.
I told you the going public was an exit scam. That was their exit. They was like, let's get our money now.
I didn't even think about that. Great point. And they sold their shares.
And they sold their shares. A lot of them sold it. So when those big platforms show up with a better product than Coinbase, then what's going to happen? And I believe Coinbase is basically, they're buying their time at this point. Goldman Sachs, again, our next story is about Coinbase exec, or Coinbase
let's roll into it.
Goldman Sachs. Like, it's so egregious. Like, look at this. Coinbase poaches Goldman exec to serve as chief policy officer. I mean, what more can we say, people? This is literally Goldman shaking the hand of Coinbase and circle jerking each other to ensure that their value goes up. If I just got hired by a company, sure, I would tap my guy to write a story about how Coinbase is great for you to buy. So come on, man.
Oh, wow, great. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that when we were clicking these articles. There we go. Great way to analyze that.
It's so transparent.
All in the same day. Look at that. Hey.
All in the same day, man. Like this is at this point, this is like elementary school for people who can see through the bullshit. But yeah, if you read between the lines, you can see that they put out an article saying you should buy Coinbase, while top exec moved over to Coinbase as chief policy officer. I mean, come on, people, put two and two together. Goldman Sachs is playing these banker games in the crypto world, but they can't really say they like Bitcoin. So they're going to have a derivative on a derivative on top of another derivative. So this is just the start. And Faryar Shahzad is the chief policy officer. This is probably the 10th person we've seen jump from the banking industry to the crypto industry. So like we said before, people are jumping ship because they know where this ship is headed. And it is definitely not going away. Trust me. Well,
as one of your best quotes, I would have to say maybe of the year, if not just in crypto history. Banks didn't need to accept Bitcoin. Bitcoin is accepting banks now. And again, I want to highlight this. This says its hire comes as Coinbase seeks to up its lobbying influence in Washington. Like they are literally buying the friends of friends so they can get this show rolling. I mean, it won't be. And it was even crazier. Let's compare 3 articles and to link them together. Not only is the Goldman Sachs, or first Coinbase hire Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs gets Cointelegraph to not only print an article about that, but to also have an article about Coinbase basically being a better buy than Bitcoin, essentially. And then if you want to add more insult to injury and attach these articles, what was one of the first ones we covered? Hold on, let me make sure it's the right one. What is it? Oh, authorities are looking to close the gap on unhosted wallets. Yeah. So you got Goldman Sachs pumping up Coinbase hiring Goldman Sachs people just so they can go to DC to lobby. I wonder what they're going to lobby about. Hey, have you guys heard that people have their own wallets and they don't use ours? This is making so much sense this morning right now. This is crazy.
Hey, the webs we weave. Hey,
it's a conspiracy theory.
No, like I said, there's no news show, no crypto news show in the world that could piece those things together like we do, simply because we do the news every day. We see what they do, and we know some of these people personally. I can guarantee you some of my friends in DC that are lobbyists, that they've been telling me that, oh yeah, we like blockchain policies and we like crypto policies. I'm like, what about Bitcoin? They're like, well, yeah. Like, what are y'all even talking about? So yes, they are definitely gonna get that tap on the shoulder. And because because Goldman Sachs has plenty of money, plenty of influence, they're gonna try to throw their weight around and use Coinbase as their proxy.
Right. And like you said, what's the craziest part about that is it's gonna fail. Like it's literally, don't they own Circle, who bought Poloniex? Like this isn't the Goldman Sachs first time trying to get their hands on exchange people. This is their second time.
Huge failure. What was it? $300 million? But
they lost $300 million on that. But I think this would be just as big as a failure because, like I said, I didn't even take into consideration how it's going to be diluted and marginalized once other companies like PayPal come up to speed and catch up. So yeah, once that happens, I mean, like you say, we might not see that valuation go to where it wants it to go again ever. So let's see. Cryptonomics says most news media reporting today don't know a damn thing about Bitcoin and alts. It's comical to see these news stories. We've seen them all in 2017. Exactly. It's crazy. Milto said, as opposed to crypto stop, staking cryptos gain yield. Staking is the hedge. We talked about this on Talk Shop Live for sure. Milto, shout out to that comment. Yeah, if you want to diversify in the crypto ecosystem. Like there's literally there's no reason to leave now. Volatility, we just proved stable coins. Stable coins, you can stake stable coins now, or you can hold stable coins to get money. I don't know. I guess staking isn't the correct term for stable coins. Or is it? I guess it could. You're right. It's a stable, man. But regardless, you're right. You can make the same money. You can get the same diversification in the cryptocurrency ecosystem itself. So it's crazy. Let's see.
Somebody said Zay dropping mama's cooking. Oh yeah, shout out to Kwame.
Shout out to Kwame.
A little bit of mama's cooking on top of that.
There we go. It says Cliff High. If this was the real Cliff High, check in. That'd be dope. But have you noticed the 41-day new all-time high?
Is that the real Cliff High?
Is this the real Cliff High?
If it is, hey, hit us up.
Hey, come on live right now. Hey, we'll send you a link if this is the real Cliff High.
But I don't think that's. I don't know, man.
I don't think that's the real. That's why I was like, if it is the real Cliff High.
Hey, Cliff, you the man. You got friends over here to jump into crypto if you want to jump on. That's my man.
There you go. But Cliff, whoever this Cliff High is, whether it's the real one or the fake one, says, Cousins, have you noticed the 41-day new all-time high cycle that Bitcoin has after a 30+% correction? Check it out. We will definitely check it out. And again, yeah. Oh, you said what?
I said, yeah. I've definitely seen that before.
Brian Dees, thank you. Brian said the survey took 15 seconds, knock it out. There we go. No, this is not the real Cliff High. He said, yes, this is the real old bald bastard. Listen, send the link. Send the link if it's him. We about to give him. Well, you got. Hey, you got 15 minutes there? You got 10 minutes?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, put the link in there, Alec. If Cliff High jumps on, hey, this is
is Alec in the chat right now? Hold on, I'm about to put the link in here. I haven't seen Alec in the chat, so he might not be here. So we'll put the link in.
Yeah, I would say we'll do it another day. It's all good.
Okay, we'll get you another day, Cliff. We'll reach out to you, but we definitely want you live. I think our audience would definitely enjoy that. So we'll get you on here live for sure, Cliff. Thank you. And for those who don't know who Cliff High is, check him out. Check out some of his old reports. Some called him crazy, some called him right on the money. But regardless, everybody watched those reports to see what was coming out next. I got to give him that.
Hey, all I got to say is my fiance knows my retirement plan is to be like Cliff High. I want to sit in my crib in the woods where nobody can find me and just make videos about shit I hate or shit I like for the rest of the life.
Boy, you North Carolina through and through, man.
Hey man, that's retirement right there, man. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm gonna come out just to shoot out the back.
Yeah, we're going to the range either way.
No, the back. What do you mean? You say you're gonna have the backyard, the range?
Yeah, that's what I said. We're going to the range.
Oh, okay,
it's gonna be on campus.
Hey, I was just about to say that, nigga. Hey, y'all want to talk about college? We used to be on the back porch shooting.
Oh yeah.
Full apartment complex. What are you doing, bored? About to start shooting.
All right,
let me stop playing for people to find out the truth. All right, Vitalik, why Elon Musk's plan for scaling crypto 10 times is fundamentally flawed. Oh man, Elon versus Vitalik Buterin. This is the war we didn't know we need, but we're happy we might get. Elon Musk's claim of Dogecoin superiority has sparked a discussion on scaling from Ethereum's co-founder. It looks like Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin has posted a lengthy paper on the limits to blockchain scalability, criticizing claims made by Tesla CEO Elon Musk. What is going on with this claim about Elon here?
Oh yeah, so Elon Musk basically took the old BSV and Bitcoin Cash route and said that Doge could speed up block time by 10x, increase block size by 10x, and drop the fees by 100 times. Then it wins hands down. But very simply put, whenever those things happen, for one, it's less secure, and for two, it's more centralized whenever that happens. So that basically makes it inept as a cryptocurrency going forward. Because again, if that was a solution, it would have been done before on other cryptocurrencies. It's not. Just because you have a bigger block size, you can have more transactions. That has nothing to do with the project being better. Because essentially when that happens, you reduce the security because you have more transactions and less miners, which makes it more centralized. And of course, this is not possible unless you want to, in my opinion, change Dogecoin over time. Again, this is why Bitcoin is hard money, because you can't change it just because Elon says it or he tweets it out. And Vitalik pushed back against that. Again, Vitalik, one of the smartest people in the space, he definitely pushed back and made sure people understood that just because you say it doesn't mean that it's possible. And he says that here for a blockchain to be decentralized is crucially important for regular users to be able to run a node and to have a culture where running nodes is a common activity. And it is kind of ironic because it is pretty hard to run a node in Ethereum. I think the average node is 5 figures right now. So, I mean, yeah,
expensive.
Yeah, pretty expensive on Ethereum. So Vitalik has to clean up his own stuff, but he's right about Elon. All of this increased the block size. We're going to increase the speed. Again, if we have to explain it to you again, people, there's a bunch of projects that kept saying it's faster than Bitcoin. Yeah, because nobody uses your shit. Any highway that's wide open, of course, you know, it's wide. You can go as fast as you want, but would you rather sit in traffic in LA or would you rather go really fast in Idaho? That's your choice. And that is what we mean by these blockchains being faster. So again, hard money doesn't need more speed or more whatever. Elon doesn't necessarily know what he's talking about, but I'm glad Vitalik reached out and said what he said, because we need more billionaires going back and forth. Not just us. We're little guys, man. We can't. What can we say to them? But billionaires going back and forth, butting heads is always good to have a marketplace of ideas.
I have a sneaky suspicion we'll never be welcome in the Northwest. But regardless of that, I'm with you. One thing I really liked about this too, which I want to highlight, is how old is Vitalik now? What's his age?
I think 27, 28.
And coming at Elon, people. Coming at Elon. This is our point to you. Like, you can keep playing if you want to. They're gonna keep being younger and younger and younger, smarter and smarter and smarter, with more money or just as much money and resources as whoever else is supposed to be the richest, wealthiest person in the planet, and they're gonna come with that heat. So shout out to Vitalik for even stepping to him to begin with. And also, like, let's remind people, Elon Musk, rocket scientists, PayPal, all this other great. I am glad it's smart, very smart man, made his money. He's making great stuff. I hope he can make this New York, the LA underground thing happen where it's 30 minutes, whatever. I'm for it. Don't none of that shit have anything to do with crypto. Nothing I just mentioned has anything to do in crypto. He is a baby. He is brand new. Only thing different is that he is starting off with more money to lose. David Portnoy or whatever from the Barstool. Yeah, he came out exactly the same thing, except he was smart enough to finally come out and be like, you know what? I jumped the gun, guys. I came out with too much steam, like I knew everything. I don't. I'm learning. Elon's like, no, I ain't gonna say that I do it. We're just gonna go for it. And the reason why is because, once again, he has money to lose. Like, doesn't mean he's good at what he's doing right now. So I definitely want to talk about that. S1 Dubs, last few quick comments. Said, I know how we can stop Elon from spreading Bitcoin FUD. Let's spread a story that Elon Musk called Kwame Brown a bust and let Kwame go to work on him. All Bitcoin FUD would cease. That is true. I heard Elon was talking smack about Kwame. I don't know. Cassie Nelson says, time goes on and the fiat falls, it would change everything. States and government can separate. Wyoming is a safe place. Everybody's been talking about Wyoming. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. The funny thing, I got 14 cents for 4 months having my money in the black LO, I think in the bank probably. I know, right? It's crazy. Goldman Sachs says, Sergeant Crypto, I don't know shit about crypto investing. I've outperformed all those experts since 2017. It's crazy, people. We know they don't. Let's see. It's faster than Bitcoin. XRP shields have entered the chat. Hilarious. Let's see. Another recent headline, Leroy at Forbes said Goldman Sachs predicts 35% increase in Coinbase shares. Of course, because they're going to buy up a good 20% of them. And they're going to hope the general public to do the last 15%, and then they're going to dump.
Oh, trust me, they already bought their shares. That's why they put the story out. When the news comes out, it's too late. They already got their shares. So when it goes up another 20, 30%, they're going to be like, see, we told you the Coinbase, even though they moved the market with news. They're not that smart people. They literally just put out news stories and move the market. But it's coming next week. Goldman Sachs story coming next week. Watch.
There we go. Milto said, Elon, how to become a millionaire. Start off a billionaire. All right. With that, that is the show for today. As always, thank you for all the tips. Thank you for filling out the survey. I saw Tim just say he did a survey. Thank you for everyone who filled that survey out. I will put it in the link one more time right now, just in case you didn't get an opportunity to. If you missed it, again, this is a survey to get advertisers on our podcast. And with that money, once we get that rolling, we're going to hire an audio engineer to fix all the ums, ahs, and our audio. But we got to get these filled out first so the advertisers see who our demographics are. And for those who don't know, we finally just crossed the 30,000 podcast downloads. So again, thanks to all our warriors out there. Shout out to Apple and Spotify. They've been pushing it hard for us too. Those algorithms are popping on there. And again, shout out to Cliff High for coming in the comment section. You literally lit our comments up. We're seeing 50-50. Some people are ecstatic. Cliff came, said what's up. Cliff said, bye guys, hit me up and we'll chat. So definitely gonna hit him up. And then other people are saying what happened to that very tasty call. So you already know Cliff was gonna come with the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're gonna have you on very soon. We're gonna hit you up after the show. Other than that, Bitcoin, you got anything?
Yeah, Fox News today at 3. I'll be on. They're talking about the decline of cryptocurrencies. I can't wait to roast their ass.
Hey, bring that one guy on so we can flame his ass. That's what they probably think about to happen.
He's CNBC. He won't come back on. They refuse to allow him.
No, I'm talking about you. They're probably they're thinking that about themselves. They're like, Bitcoin price down. Bring that one dude on who said it was the future.
Can't wait, baby.
Hey, don't let them get you in the box. Hey, don't let them press you. Do not let them press you.
Oh, nah, yeah. All the gloves off now because I already know what it's gonna be. But now I like Liz Clayman. It's the Liz Clayman show. It's at 3:10 or 3 o'clock. So yeah, on Fox News. Check it out today. Talking about the decline of crypto.
All I gotta say, people, is I don't know where else you can come onto a live stream. You can talk to people in the chat. You can actually come on our live stream on Fridays and holler at us. We get back in touch with people, and we're on Fox News in the same day. Like, you let us know what other people in crypto are doing that you have access to. I know Elon Musk is on Fox News and CNBC. Do you have access to him? I know Lee Funstrat, Tom Lee is always there. Do you have access to him? You got access to the gentleman of crypto, and we still on Fox News. Get it after it, Zay. Get after it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you smash that like and share, and we see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Cheers.